Hey everyone, I'm Matt,
And I'm Grant.
and welcome to All Around Music Podcast.
Welcome back.
Woo! Welcome to the shit show.
Episode 27. Yeah.
It's never a shit show.
I mean, it's Friday.
Yeah,
It's February. Still cold out. Still 6 more weeks of winter. Is
Yeah.
that what the groundhog? That's stupid. Fucking.
yeah, because we're still living in the times where technology doesn't exist, so we rely on a groundhog to.
Tell us when it's still going to be cold
Yeah.
outside. Obviously, it's the middle of February.
Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck? Put me back in the hole."
Oh, wow.
Although the days are getting longer,
Yeah, it's still daylight out.
still daylight. Usually by this
amazing.
time it's dark.
Yeah. I like it. Soon we're going to
yeah.
be able to not record with the window open, but
Yeah,
soon we're going to be up here sweating our ass off.
right. Like, oh my god,
It's going to get warm.
hit me with the super soaker.
I am kind of dreading the summer recording up here because this upstairs doesn't get very cool.
It's gonna be hot AF.
But I think we're going to get more insulation in the attic because it needs it bad, obviously. The house, like this upstairs, it's usually hot in your
Right.
upstairs, even in the wintertime.
Nope.
No, it's cold.
It's nice up here.
Yeah,
to
but
me.
it should be hot,
Yeah.
which means the heat's just coming up all the way up through the
Just go
straight through the house. And wonder why
straight through the house, straight through the roof, motherfucker.
why our bills are so expensive.
Probably. Yeah. Oh my god, electric bill the past couple months.
Yeah, you guys have all electric heat?
It's all electric.
That's terrible.
Yeah, $237. Terrible.
Dang.
So
You know, it'd probably be more if you didn't have the adjoining apartments too, like the heat.
that too. I think I figured out why it's so high because there's street lights within the complex.
You guys pay for those?
I think they divide it up between everyone
They probably do.
because they're the private street lights.
Yeah, it's got to come off somebody's meter.
Yeah.
but
So I'm like, these assholes.
see, that doesn't make any sense because I guess maybe it's in your lease
Yeah.
because you think they would reimburse you for that somehow.
But in the summer, electric bill's like $100. We run the air conditioning like all the time.
Huh. I don't know if it takes
so-
more to heat or to cool for electricity.
I don't know. It's always hot in my room though because mine's upstairs. So
Right. And
it's
that's
always hot
Isn't
up
that
there.
weird that this upstairs is cold?
Yeah.
Like,
And it's always hot up there year
you
round.
got good insulation up in there.
It's above the garage.
Yeah, but well,
it's a
true.
loft.
That's true. It is above the garage. That's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
it sucks in the summer because that garage just traps in the heat.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Sweating
know.
at night, just laying there. You're like,
It's good for you.
yeah,
Get you ready for the apocalypse.
yeah. It gets me ready for nothing.
Makes you a real tough man.
Yeah, makes the hair on my chest fall off.
Oh.
So how was your week?
It was okay. Today kind of sucked, but it's Friday. It's usually how it goes.
Yeah, good old fuck you Friday.
Yep. Spent 6-7 hours at a frat house
Oh,
trying to work on these wireless locks that
they're like, stop, bro. You gonna get this done today or what?
I hate them people so
you
much.
want you want chug a Smirnoff?
They were like trying to wax the floors because they were
Oh.
having like alumni brothers come in or something. And like the guy that runs the house is an old dude, and he's like, "Well, how long are you gonna be walking through here? Because we gotta wax the floor." And I'm thinking in my head, I just want to say, "You can
AD.
go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about your stupid waxed floors. It's still a shitty frat house.
Right. Why does it matter? It's gonna get so fucked up later tonight.
They had you could tell because I was there yesterday for a little bit, and then I came back today, and they had a party last night.
Oh yeah.
There was like a couch thrown up against the wall in this room where all the
Yes.
equipment is, and it smelled like beer, like fresh.
Floors were sticky.
Oh yeah, so they had those those rented carpet cleaners from like
Yeah.
Payless. Those weird boxy ones.
Oh,
that
yeah.
suck.
It's like the first model
Yeah.
ever.
And we look at them and they're like getting the floors wet, and the other guy that's with me is like, you know, when you get a beer soaked floor that's dry and wet, it just smells like the beer again, right? Like it's not gonna clean it. It's just gonna smell like the beer.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Oh, fucking frat houses.
My day was going good today. It was a long week. It was pretty busy all day, every day at work. And then I smashed my finger at work today.
How's it looking?
It's a little purple, but
Let me see that bad boy. Oh, that ain't bad.
No,
bud.
not yet.
I thought you meant like you saw mine when I smashed it. It was
yeah,
literally
yeah.
like black.
Yours looked like frostbite.
It was like black. It's actually going all the way back now.
I mean, it's
You'll
not
be
as
all
bad
right.
as it
That'll-
was earlier.
That'll heal up.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like super smashed.
No.
Like black and.
Well, we dropped a roller from the press on it.
Wow.
It didn't feel good.
No, I'm sure that hurt.
The press manager's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." What are you talking about? But in my head, I'm like, "Son of a bitch!"
I put something through my finger yesterday. That
God
hurt.
damn.
I did that and I cut my knuckle twice. Cut that knuckle. Fucking sucks.
You want to see this scar?
I hate my hands always get cut up because I'm working on like metal doors and
Oh yeah.
metal.
And like your hand
shit.
slips and smack. Fuck.
Yeah, I was trying to push wire up inside of a door frame, and like it had a box cut out into it for it, but the edges were sharp. That's how I cut my knuckles. I was sitting there pushing the wire, and I hit my hand against the little box. Like, oh, fucking son of a bitch!
It really sucks when you're working outside and it's super cold and your hand slips and smacks
that's the
against
worst.
something and you're just like that. I'm gonna die.
Have you ever cut your hand open and like in the cold and you don't even feel it, and the blood like freezes to your hand, and you're just like, huh?
And then later you're like, okay, that hurts.
Yeah.
It falls out and the blood starts dripping.
That's exactly what happened to my knuckle. It was bleeding, but it was like a bubble of frozen blood on my knuckle.
Ugh.
And then I went inside and was standing for a minute, and it started dripping off my finger.
You're like,
hell.
what do I do? Help. So Nickelback releases a heavy new single.
I saw that.
It's not heavy. It still sounds like Nickelback and it's awful.
I thought about for like a minute listening to it, but then I decided not to.
I had to check it out because everybody's like, oh my God, it's so heavy.
Who was saying this?
It was all over Facebook.
Who the fuck says this? And who keeps giving them fucking goddamn money?
Who keeps feeding them? Stop it. Stop.
Oh, wow. What a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
Heavy, huh?
Whoops. Forgot to,
God.
yeah, my bad.
Oh, wow. Nickelodeon's Kids Choice Awards announced a new DJ EDM category. Meh. I guess it was going to happen.
Yeah. It was bound to happen.
I actually have something we can talk about. Not really technically EDM, but we'll get to it. I watched that 808 documentary.
Oh, yeah.
On
You were talking about that.
Yeah, it was good. I watched it last night.
A few episodes ago.
Yeah.
Cute is what we aim for, supporting We the Kings on 10-year self-titled tour.
Nice.
I honestly never really cared for We the Kings, but that's just me. Was my thing.
Beyonce is pregnant. Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah. I was like, should I put pregnant or prefnart?
Pregnant.
Breganet.
With twins.
HOVA.
Do you think they're gonna name them?
Izzo.
Do you think they're gonna name one Illuminati?
You know, I was gonna ask you, what do you think they're gonna name the twins?
What was the first one? Blue Ivy?
Blue Ivy.
I don't know, man. How do you follow that up?
I don't know.
Are they gonna keep it up like Red Ivy?
Red
Green
Ivy. Red Ivy. Brown Ivory. Green Ivory. That one's actually accurate.
Mossy Log.
Mossy Oaks.
I don't think they wear a Mossy Oaks.
It's probably gonna be something ridiculous.
No, I'm sure.
Pregnant. Am I pregnant? Am I pregnant?
I love that video.
Prefnat.
Oh, shit.
Memphis May Fire, Blessthefall, The Color Morale, Sylar, and Bad Seed Rising will be out together this spring on the March of Madness tour.
Nice. So that's no basketball involved? The March Madness tour?
Probably not.
Oh.
It's probably just March of Madness because that's when they're going to start touring. In
Right, but
March.
there's March Madness
Right.
basketball.
Yeah, I know. But
I thought maybe
probably has nothing to do with
lame.
Lim.
I thought this was interesting. The 19th annual Punk Rock Bowling and Music Festival was in Las Vegas. 3-day music festival with you got Iggy Pop, Bad Religion, Sparrer, Sparrer, Pennywise, what FIDLAR?
Sure.
Is that supposed to be like a long band name that's been
I thought it was, but I looked at the flyer and that's how it was on there like that.
FIDLAR?
Yeah.
Me First and the Gimmes and Bouncing Souls. The festival is in Las Vegas, May 26th to 29th. I had a question. Are all these musicians playing, or are all these the musicians bowling?
I don't know.
Is that what, like, it says Punk Rock Bowling and Music
Yeah,
Festival.
there's a bowling tournament, a poker tournament, comedy shows, and pop-up art galleries.
And then the music?
Yeah, plus the music.
Like, I'm curious if like Iggy Pop is gonna be bowling in the tournament.
Who knows, man? Maybe he's gonna be in the poker tournament.
That'd be fucking sweet. Like,
Maybe he's gonna be in the poker tournament. Giggity!
They play a concert and then they're out playing poker and bowling and shit.
I bet my guitar. Put it on the table. You lose. Shit.
Oh man.
Good thing I have like 14 other ones. I didn't even like that one. Dave Grohl will join Anderson .Paak and A Tribe Called Quest in a diverse Grammy performance.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was gonna put there's more Grammy announcements.
Yeah.
There.
Grammy.
Japan's Summer Sonic 2017 Festival has released a monster lineup including Newfound Glory, Good Charlotte, 5 Seconds of Summer, Sum 41, top EDM DJ Calvin Harris, and more. August 19th and the 20th.
In Japan.
Yeah, I'm not going to make that.
No.
Dude, I think it'd be crazy to go to
I don't know if I can make that swim.
I think it'd be fun to go to a festival in Japan.
Yeah, it would.
That'd be crazy. Japanese can party.
Yeah. There'd be like tentacles and shit everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty cool festival. And I would like that. Like, that would be... And it's bands that I could actually speak English, so... Why isn't Baby Metal on this?
Right? Why isn't it... Well, they're touring with Guns N' Roses, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. I was watching a show on Netflix the other day.
But I don't think they'll still be touring with them in August.
I don't know. I don't know when their tour is. Is that going on now, or is it upcoming?
I think so.
Oh. I was watching this show. You remember that movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, there's a
TV show.
Yeah, I heard the TV show's phenomenal.
There's only one season.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It was. I've
heard good things.
But like towards the end of the season, there was an episode, and a part of it, there was a Baby Metal song playing.
What?
Yeah, we were sitting there watching it, and my girlfriend's like, "Is that Baby Metal?" And I go, "Fuck yeah, that's Baby Metal."
Fuck yeah, it's Baby Metal. Fuck yeah, it's Baby Metal.
I was like, "That's awesome."
Good old Baby Metal. Daft Punk to make a live comeback performance in The Weeknd.
Right. That's what I wanted to tell you. The Daft Punk was playing at the Grammys.
Yeah, with The Weeknd.
Yeah, I don't like The Weeknd.
At 2017 Grammy Awards. I like some of his songs, but
I don't know. I just haven't gotten into him.
I only have respect for him because when he performs live, he actually sounds good.
Yeah, he's good.
It's not all auto-tuned live
right.
and like Akon or some shit.
He's good. I don't know. I've never really heard a song and be like, oh, I really like that.
Right.
It's just kind of pop.
Yeah.
To me, I don't really care for it that much.
It's kind of pop rap.
But yeah, I thought it was cool. Daft Punk was playing at the Grammys.
Yeah. Rap.
2017 Governor's Ball announced day-by-day lineup. The 3-day lineup consists of Chance the Rapper, Lorde, Flume, Phoenix, Childish Gambino, Wu-Tang Clan,
The
Wu-Tang, Swarm.
I'd go just for that. What'd you say?
Swarm.
Swarm? I thought you said Swerve.
Killer Bee Swarm. Tool, Cage the Elephant, Wiz Khalifa, Franz Ferdinand. I haven't heard them in a while.
Right.
And more. The festival will take place June 2nd, June 4th at Randall's Island Park in New York City. You know, we've been announcing a lot
of festivals
with Chance the Rapper, with Cage the Elephant.
Yeah.
Lorde's been on a couple of them.
Wiz Khalifa's been on a couple.
Yeah,
of them.
Wiz Khalifa's been on quite a few of them.
Yeah, like what is it? The year that you guys are like, fuck yeah, I'm getting back out there. We going party.
I don't know. It's just those.
I haven't heard anything out of Childish Gambino in a while either.
No, I haven't either. But what's his name? Isn't he an actor too?
I think so.
I can't remember what his name is. Isn't that
This is also the first time Tool is playing in New York City in 11 years.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. I just want to see Wu-Tang.
Right? The woo. I just want to see Randy Marsh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memphis May Fire guitarist Anthony Seppi
Sep.
leaves band.
Amon Amarth and Goat Whore announced spring U.S. tour.
Nice. I like that. Oh, I saw that. The former Black Sabbath keyboardist Jeff Nichols died at 68 from lung cancer.
Yeah, that would suck.
How the fuck is Ozzy still alive?
Right? How is Ozzy still alive? Larry King? Any of the Rolling Stones?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
John Mayer will be touring this spring, so keep an eye out for ticket sales.
Yeah, that'd be good.
He's doing stuff from his albums. But it'll be with the John Mayer Trio as well.
Oh, yeah?
So
I'd like to see him live.
Yeah.
Those tickets are fucking expensive.
Well, yeah, because it's going to be like Bankers Life Fieldhouse, like stadiums.
$200 a fucking ticket.
Check it out. I got a ticket. I'm in the nosebleeds.
But you'll probably have an orgasm watching him play guitar.
Oh, yeah. I know I would.
I'd imagine.
I love John Mayer.
I can just imagine him on stage. He just probably just goes off on
Oh, yeah.
just playing.
People give him so much shit. I'm like,
he's good.
Have you watched him play live? It's insane.
I don't necessarily sit and listen to John Mayer.
Plus, when he goes out with the trio, he always does songs that he's never released.
Oh, really?
Or covers, kind of like he did Free Fallin'.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
They just busted that out live the first
good.
show. Yeah, he's fucking damn good. He has a new album coming out here soon. It's he's been teasing it on.
He posted that video on our Facebook.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good.
Well, he's been teasing little videos on Instagram and everything.
Oh, really?
Of stuff he's been writing, and it sounds like the older stuff that he used to write.
Nice.
Kind of like on Continuum and Battle Studies, stuff like that.
Sweet.
More guitar instead of more production.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty stoked.
That's pretty sweet.
Pretty stoked.
But then there's Nas. Sweet Dreams.
I think it's Nas.
Nas, whatever. I know that.
Nas,
I knew that.
Nas.
I don't know why I said
Nas.
Nas.
Nas, man.
I know it's Nas. I don't know why I said Nas.
Nas, man.
Street Dreams bio series receives BET Greenlight. So what's that mean? He's doing a biography?
It's gonna be a TV show.
Oh. Okay.
Says the Whackness director Jonathan Levine on board to helm pilot of rappers' 90s hip-hop drama. Nas has been plotting this TV series for more than 3 years. Nas won't star in Street Dreams, which is based in the early 1990s, but will serve as a producer.
Nice.
I want to watch it.
Did you ever watch that? What was the name of it? It was on Netflix. Man, I can't remember the name of it. It was based in the 70s.
I know what you're talking about.
And it was Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
And he was teaching kids how to...
The Get Down?
Yeah, the Get Down.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool show.
Nas actually did some work for that show.
I think I remember seeing his name on it.
Yeah.
But that was a good show.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch it, it was pretty sweet.
I need to...
I
watched an episode. I need to finish it, but I also need to start watching Vinyl.
I still haven't watched
HBO
that.
show.
Is that on...
It's on HBO Go.
Oh, I don't have that.
I started watching The Sopranos.
I've never watched The Sopranos.
Dude, it's crazy.
I know, I've heard it's good. I've just never watched it.
It's insane.
Yeah. But yeah, the Get Down was good. I would like to see that Vinyl.
Yeah.
So, that'd be pretty good. Willie Nelson announced a new album, God's Problem Child. The album will be released on April 28th. Willie Nelson's still alive. That's surprising.
And every album comes with a free joint.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it would. I'd buy 40 of them.
Some states, they could probably do that.
Yeah, probably. Some states, they probably should do that.
Right. Then they legalized it for full recreational in California, I think.
Oh, did they?
Pretty sure. For sure, now it's all recreational in California.
No wonder they want us to seed.
Man, fuck them. See you later.
Yeah, see ya. What are you going to do?
They're trying to change the smoking age to 21 here in Indiana.
Yeah. Classic Indiana.
But they won't give us beer on Sundays.
Right? It's like, come on. If you're going to change the smoking to 21, let us have beer on Sundays.
Right. I don't.
And they're going to raise them $1.50 a pack.
Oh yeah, they're gonna add a $1.50 tax. Ridiculous.
See, so
I don't smoke anymore, but
right. So people who live in other states and you think your state sucks, it doesn't.
Welcome to Indiana. I mean,
Yeah.
look at our vice president.
Right. Mike Pence.
Fucking Mike Pence got so much shit for his religious freedom, like gay bashing bill that he put in Indiana, like it was national world news. And then he becomes vice president like a year after, 2 years after that happened.
Just shows you assholes finish first.
Like it was only like a year or two ago that he did that,
Yeah.
and then he becomes
blew up,
vice president.
And he switched it back. He's like, "Oh, I didn't read it all."
He didn't, did he?
No.
What a bitch.
He's like, "My advisors read it."
What a dick.
I was like, "Really? You're just gonna sign off?" That's like, well, I guess he was like, "This is too long. I'm just gonna do the same thing I do on the iTunes agreement." Except,
I just saw a meme today, and it was the background had one of those agreements. Then it had a pop-up box and said, "New record. You read the agreement in 2.3 seconds, or did you?"
Nope. I just hit agree. Whatever the consequences are, I'll deal with them later.
Nobody cares,
Right? They wouldn't fucking update it every day.
Right? And then,
maybe I would actually read it.
And I think in court, they know that nobody reads those things, and like they'd probably just be like, "No, they're not gonna make you can't make somebody do that."
Right.
Like on
I know they didn't read it.
Like on South Park, where they turned them into the human centipede.
Human centipede.
Well, it was in the iTunes agreement.
Well, it says right here that you signed for it.
Oh, Kyle, cuttlefish.
Hold on, Kyle. I believe in you. You want vanilla paste? Or the cuttlefish and asparagus?
Oh, wow.
I love South Park. South Pack.
So you got the 5 best Super Bowl performances ever.
Yeah, I saw this article on Yahoo, which I didn't know they had a music section.
Oh, I didn't know that
music
either.
news.
Huh.
I was like, huh. So I found that.
I never look at Yahoo for any news.
Dude, I was scrounging this week.
I'm really surprised Yahoo even exists anymore.
Yeah, I was like, yahoo.com. Probably doesn't work. Enter. Wow, it's still
Thanks
here.
for visiting our one visitor today.
Yeah, here's $5,000. What?
Like, I'd rather use Bing than Yahoo.
Oh, God. Bing's awful.
So it's Yahoo.
I'd still rather use Yahoo over Bing.
I don't like all the crap on either one of those pages that loads.
Yeah, both of them have. I still don't fully understand Bing. I think that's the problem.
You just type things like Google. And
I know, but it like throws in pictures in the background while you're typing. You're like, what the?
Oh, I never really noticed that.
Like,
I don't use it, I guess.
Yeah, it's on the Xbox too.
Why can't they just take Google's thing and just make it plain? Just says Bing or Yahoo when you type search and enter.
Or it just says not Google.
Just not have all the crap to load when you load the page.
Yeah, just make it a simple fucking search engine. God. Gotta make everything so complex.
Yeah. It's tough. We should start one.
Let's make them do a puzzle before they can search their thing.
No. So anyways, you have the top 5 Super Bowl performances, but I was going to ask you before that. Who's doing the national anthem this year? Wasn't it a country singer?
The national anthem?
Yeah.
I think it's Luke Bryan.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yay.
That's why I was wondering how that's going to turn out.
The minute he starts gyrating in tight leather pants up there, I'm done.
I'm hoping he just keeps it classic.
Yeah.
So
probably not.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to like go crazy with it because that's not how he sings anyways.
Right.
So I think it'll be a safe one. He won't like sit there and try to like hit notes that he can't hit on it.
God, that'd be hilarious. Just hear his voice crack and be like, shit.
That would be funny. I fucked that up.
Or like just totally blows you away. He's like, oh fuck,
I think
turns out he's British and you're like, what?
I think he'll do okay.
Why is Luke Bryan British?
I think he'll do okay because I've heard his songs and he doesn't like sing like big ranges of anything. So I think it'll be just
it's a small range. That's country.
Yeah, and I think that's good. You just stick to that.
Yeah.
And just do the song, get all the words right, and you're good to go.
It's like you're a country singer. If you fuck up the national anthem,
yeah,
your career's probably over.
So, yeah. And then Lady Gaga's doing the
halftime
performance.
Wasn't it supposed to be Lady Gaga and Beyonce? And it's like,
I don't know. I know Lady
No,
Gaga is.
I don't
Beyonce
know.
probably won't because she's all, anti-Trump.
She's all like
But so is Lady Gaga.
that, and plus she's like pregnant.
If it turns into a freaking political protest during the halftime show, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the puppy bowl.
Right? I'm sick of all this political protesting.
Yeah, we get it. You're pissed.
Yeah. Do something.
Go to work.
Yeah, go to work and do something. Run for office somewhere.
Yeah, there you go. Instead of bitching and moaning, run for office.
But I've always heard that local offices are actually more impactful than national offices. So maybe you should run for like local city council,
Yeah.
mayor, governor.
Maybe you should like run for city council and then plant a fucking tree in the park.
Yeah, you could do that. Anyways, the 5 best Super Bowl performances ever.
According to Yahoo.
Yahoo. So you got number 5. You got New Orleans in 2002 with U2. I'm going to have to go ahead and say that should be on the bottom of the list.
No, well, it's number 5.
Because it's fucking
Yeah, that
mono.
was Super Bowl 36.
Oh, number 4. You got Tempe, Arizona, Diana Ross, 1996. I bet that
Super
was
Bowl 30.
a pretty good show. You got number 3. Pasadena, California, Michael Jackson, 1993. Hell yeah.
93. Super Bowl 27.
I'm letting you read those.
Yeah.
Number 2, Jacksonville, Florida, Paul McCartney.
I bet that would have
remember
been
show.
fucking awesome to
I remember
see.
that.
I don't remember watching that one.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
So that's Super Bowl 39.
And then we got Miami Gardens, Florida. We got Prince, Florida A&M University Marching Band 100 Marching 100 Band, 2007. I'm pretty sure I remember that one too.
Yeah, that was Super Bowl 41. That was Bears and Colts.
Yeah, I definitely saw that then. If the Colts were in it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I got really drunk that night.
Yeah.
I remember that Super Bowl. Yeah.
That's usually every Super Bowl. I get really
Bears,
drunk.
Didn't the Bears win?
No.
Did the Colts win?
The Colts
See,
won.
I was gone.
You were drunk.
I was gone
You're like,
for
did
it.
the Bears win? No, that's after that Rex Grossman's career. He didn't have one.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking the Colts lost that one.
No, they lost the one.
I thought Peyton.
They lost against the
Oh, that
Saints.
was the one Super Bowl Peyton won as the Colts, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
And then they went again and played the Saints, and then they lost against the Saints.
Yeah, because he got his second Super Bowl ring with the Broncos. That's right. That's okay. Yeah, I remember
The
that.
Bronx.
It's coming back to me.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, all those blackout moments.
Starting to come back. Now's a good time for a Potter and Family promo break.
Yes, it is.
This week on the Netflix and Swill podcast. It's just a kid gets shot in the head. iPhone bits get stuck in his fucking skull, and he can now control technology to a point. Like he's a techromancer. I think that's what it's called?
Technomancer.
Technomancer, thank you.
Yeah, techromancer would be somebody who fucks computers.
So check out our show on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play Music. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, Netflix and Swill.
This is Emily Prokop from The Story Behind, a podcast exploring the extraordinary history behind the ordinary. I publish twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, so that's 2 chances for you to listen. The episode for Monday happens to be the 30th episode of The Story Behind, and it falls on the 30th. So, after surveying listeners on Twitter to see what I should do, they voted for a show consisting of 30 random facts. And Thursday, February 2nd, kicks off Forrest Gump February, a month-long series in which I look at the stories behind the pop culture and historical references from the movie Forrest Gump. The first episode in this series will focus on Nathan Bedford Forrest. Tune in to find out how you can be a part of The Story Behind, and find the show on your favorite podcast app or at thestorybehindpodcast.com.
This week on the Epic Film Guys podcast.
I need more beer. Go get me more fucking beer. And some McDonald's and a double cheese.
I'm the Beauty and the Beast.
No one fights like Gaston.
Oh, there's a new thing happening on the Epic Film Guys podcast. No more man behind the mask until Beauty and the Beast is released. It's Beauty and the Beast.
Welcome back. So did have one news story that I saw that I think to have some light shed on it, and it's about Kesha and this ongoing legal battle with her and Dr. Luke, which I think is her producer.
Mm-hmm.
I think a producer. I don't think it's her agent or anything. I'm pretty sure it's a producer. But so she's claimed that he's like sexually assaulted her and another artist, and she's been trying to get out of this contract for like 2-3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why you haven't heard anything from Kesha in a long time.
I can't remember the last time I heard from anything from Kesha.
Probably 2014, I think, is when this kind of started. She's been in this legal battle since 2014, it says. I don't know when her last album came out, but she was big when she came out.
Right.
And then all this happened because, obviously she's not going to want to work with the guy. And, he denies it all, of course. So it's hard, really, I guess you can say, is she just trying to get out of it? But I doubt it. I mean, what is it good as does it do him to keep her in this contract?
Keeps him in the news?
Yeah, but not in a good way.
No.
Like, I wouldn't want to work with them. You would think you just let her go, cut your losses. She's not going to make good music for you.
Right.
She's not going to do anything.
She's not going to make any more music. So why?
And I think he's kind of done shit to, like, I think she did make music and he just didn't do anything with it. And I don't know. It just seems like a big pissing match that he's just needs to give up.
So she's been legal battles against this guy since 2014.
Yeah.
But still in the contract.
I guess. I don't know what the contract's for. I think maybe it's probably a record, like how many records.
I don't know. I figured it just would be resolved by now.
Well, I'm sure that, they got some lawyers going back and forth, and there's no proof probably.
Yeah, that's true.
So they can't, it's just all he says, she says crap. But at this point, you would think you would just, if I were him, you just stop, let her go.
Right.
Obviously, it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not going to make good music together. You're not going to get anything done. You're not going to make any money together. So just cut your losses and move on. Now you're just dragging it out. Your name's getting in the news for being a sexual assaulting asshole. Even if you did or didn't do it, that's now what you're associated with.
I mean, if you sexually assault assholes, that's like, you got a problem anyways, but.
No, but I mean, like, instead of just like letting it go and getting it gone, you're dragging it out for years, and now everybody knows your name as this guy that does this. Even if you didn't do it and she's lying and you didn't do this.
Right.
You still did it because that's how it's being reported.
Just move on, dude.
It's time to get over it.
Quit being a douchebag. I mean, your name's already Dr. Luke and you're not even a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, that's your first sign. You're not Dr. Dre, give it up.
Yeah, you'll never be Dr. Dre.
The other thing last night, I was watching this documentary called The 808, about the 808 Drum Machine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on iTunes and Apple Music right now. I think that's the only place you can get it right now. It'll probably come out on other stuff later. It's really interesting. It's about the drum machine, the 808 by Roland, that came out in the 70s.
Right.
It was kind of made because old organs used to have, I can't remember what they called it. It was like a little music box type thing on it. They could do percussion noises, like so that when you play your organ, you can have some sort of...
it's like real simple...
Well, yeah, they used to have real simple like beats you could do on them, and kind of like a metronome on steroids. Like it was, it was more than a metronome because it did other noises than just one click. But it was very basic, and that was what they had them on organs. Well, I guess that's kind of what this was. Like the guy that made it, kind of originally was doing with it, and it became the 808 Drum Machine, and it had this unique sound to it that hip hop artists and DJs loved. The 808 kick drum sound is probably the only one you ever hear. Like everything was done because of that.
Right.
There was no like deep bass kick drum sound that anybody was making before this thing came out. So everything you hear back that now, I guess you can make it, now with computers, they're making it so many different ways, but it all started with the 808. Like it all started that hard hitting bass in your hip hop and anything else was all this 808. That was it. Like that's where it came from. That's the original one, and that's if you didn't have.
So if you go back and listen to hip hop from the 80s and early 90s,
it's more than likely that is what they're using to make that sound. And like, so on the documentary, they were talking about if you didn't have the 808 in your track, you didn't have a track. It wasn't going to be a
Track
hit.
shit.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be a hit if you didn't have the 808 in it.
Right.
That was what made a song. Everybody, Africa Bambaataa, I think, was one of the originals that did it.
What was it?
Africa Bambaataa. I'm sure you've heard him.
No, I haven't.
He's a pretty famous DJ. He still does stuff, I think. They talked to everybody. The Beastie Boys used it in the the 80s or late 80s, 90s. Yeah. Marvin Gaye?
Marvin Gaye.
Say? Who did Sexual Healing?
Sexual. I think that was Marvin Gaye.
Was that Marvin Gaye? That entire song was done with an 808 and a keyboard.
What?
And he normally was been known to use big bands and stuff for all of his music.
Mm-hmm.
And this was one of his biggest songs, and he entirely used an 808.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, Marvin Gaye's song. It has like a electronic sound to it.
Yeah, it does.
That's all 808 and
It's basically any music from.
Pretty much. I mean, like even
pop,
now they use it.
Pop, hip hop.
Yeah, even now it's used and emulated.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Lil Jon and Usher that did Yeah. That song. Yeah, I think that's the name of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's got Usher and he's like, I think it's called Yeah something. Or,
yeah.
It's like it was like triple platinum or something. 808. Lil Jon's on the documentary talking about how he used the 808 in that. Like, it's all
I didn't know they used that.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is only 12,000 of these things were made.
Only 12,000.
Yeah, because in the 70s when the guy.
I wonder if I could look up and see how much one is now.
I forgot I was gonna do that. Yeah, look it up. So they interviewed the inventor of it, and he's a Japanese guy. He started the Roland, which I'm sure you've seen Roland music equipment.
Oh yeah,
they got all kinds of equipment now. He invented it, and they had to use this transistor that was defective. They got it from another company that was making electronics. They would buy the discarded transistors that didn't work right, and they'd put them in this machine because it made this unique sound. But then when the technology to make that transistor got better, there weren't any being discarded, and he couldn't make this thing anymore.
Is 808?
It's the Roland TR-808 Drum Machine.
All I can find is Roland TR-8.
There might not even be any for sale.
Like
I doubt anybody's selling one unless they desperately need money. Here we go. Yeah, I found one. Roland TR-808 Drum Machine, 1982, $3,900. It's pretty simple looking.
Oh yeah. I think the TR-8s are just
it's a newer version of it.
A newer version of that.
It probably has sounds
because it looks about the same.
Yeah, I see that. $500. It's an electronic new version of it. What they probably did was sampled all the sounds out of the original and put them into its memory. Like
I kind of want one now.
It's pretty cool. I bet it sounds pretty good still, like this thing.
Yeah. I mean, it looks easy to use.
I think it's pretty simple for the most part.
It looks pretty simple.
I don't think there's anything too crazy. Like
you got your A and B inputs, and you got start-stop button.
They were talking about, just all the different sounds that people were making with it and tweaking it and doing all kinds of stuff. And the Beastie Boys actually, that song Paul Revere by Beastie Boys?
Yeah.
Everything, all the background music sounds like it's backwards.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So what they did was they took the 808 drum machine, they recorded the beat on the tape because it was all tape back then.
Right.
So they recorded the beat onto the tape. They said they weren't sure. It was the two of the guys from the Beastie Boys that are still around. So the two of them that are left, they were talking about how they recorded it, and they were kind of arguing about it on the documentary about how they did it because they weren't sure. So they think what they said was how they described it was if you record onto the tape, because you record your beat onto the tape normally, and then take the tape and flip it over and record the rest of the music with it onto that. The original beat that they recorded would be backwards.
Huh.
So that's how they got the backwards sound, and that's all 808 played backwards as the beat. So if you get a chance, check it out. It's a really cool documentary. You learn a lot about early hip-hop and pretty much kind of how it all started with the 808 drum machine. I knew about the 808 drum machine. I knew what it was and kind of I'd never seen one in person or anything, but I knew what it did. And,
Right.
Like it was really popular, but I never realized how big it actually was.
How much is the documentary on iTunes?
I don't know because I signed up for that Apple Music
Oh, so
trial, so it was so I could watch it a part of that.
You're like, yeah.
You could. I don't know if you can find it on yours, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I know it cost something. I don't think it was very much though. But speaking of that, that's kind of what I signed up for the free trial of Apple Music, and that was on there as one of the things I wanted to watch. But I got rid of my Spotify Premium account, and I can't decide which one I like better. They both are pretty neat, but I don't know. I've been looking at it, and I just can't decide. Spotify is cool, but I've kind of had trouble with it finding stuff that I want to listen to. They have a bunch of different genre and mood things. They have a Discover thing, but it's been hard for me to get it going. I guess probably because I don't use it quite enough to get my Discover thing going. With the Apple Music, since I've had iTunes forever, it integrated my library that I already had.
Right.
And so the Discover part of the music, Discover new music, I think is better for me just because they already have so much of the music that I already own and know what I like. It's $15 for the 808 documentary.
Yeah.
To buy.
But
it's what, $5 to rent it?
Yeah.
That's not bad. I mean, it's worth the $5 to watch. It's an hour and a half. It's like a movie. And it's pretty good if you want to watch it. $5 on iTunes. I mean, I don't know. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's worth the $5 to watch and educate yourself. But yeah, it is really good. I've been getting into the Apple Music thing lately, trying to use it. It's a 3-month trial, which is nice. Spotify's a 1-month trial.
Right.
Which I was actually paying for Spotify for a little while. They're both the same price. They're $10 a month. I wasn't using my Spotify that much. I used it when I went on my cruise. I download because you can download music from it onto your, like I have one of those iPod Touches.
Oh, I didn't know you could actually download it. I thought you could only stream it.
When you have the premium, you can download it. But you can do it on both services. You can download the music to play offline, which is pretty awesome. And I did that before I went on my cruise. I downloaded an ass ton of music.
Ass ton?
An ass ton of music. It almost sunk the ship. It was so much music. But
the ship's going down. We're going down partying.
Yep. But yeah, that was nice. I did that. I downloaded a bunch of music, a bunch of playlists and stuff. They've both got they're both pretty much the same, really. I mean, they're both music streaming services. You can download music if you pay for the premium. You can do most of the same stuff. They both teach, like, they both learn from your plays and suggest music to you.
So it's kind of like the Apple Genius Play thing.
Yeah, I think so. You can listen to anything you want. You don't have to. You can download anything you want. You can listen to anything you want. There's all kinds of playlists. The one thing I did like about the Apple one was, like with that documentary, they have videos.
Right.
There's not a lot right now. There's some music videos. There's a couple interviews. But if they expand that, I think it'd be awesome. Like if they did more interviews and documentary type stuff. And then there's music videos, but I'm not that big into music videos. There's live festival performances. I mean, it's pretty neat that they're doing that. I don't want to watch Ed Sheeran. What am I doing?
Yeah.
I watched that video, and it's weird.
Is it?
I watched part of it. I kind of skipped through it a little bit because it's the Shape of You video by Ed Sheeran. It's him like in a gym, like training and stuff, and there's this chick there that he's into, and he ends up like sumo wrestling in one of those like sumo wrestle suits that he inflate, but it was actually against a real sumo wrestler, and like the sumo wrestler like kicks his ass.
Oh yeah.
It was really weird. That's not. I don't really care for the song that much, so
yeah.
I don't know, but I like the Apple Music thing, and I've had better luck with my streaming on my cell service. For some reason, with Spotify, I've had a lot of trouble with it streaming. And like not.
Yeah, wasn't it? We went down to Guitar Center one day and it was messing up.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've always had good luck with my Apple streaming service. Even like my own music streaming from the cloud has always been pretty good. So that's kind of like, if I'm going to pay for it, I want it to stream good even on my shitty Sprint service.
Right.
So.
Oh, Sprint. Just don't ever go with Sprint. I can tell you that.
It's been okay. I am on that iPhone Forever plan now, so I get an iPhone every year.
We're on that too, so.
And now I'm on it.
That's the only good thing that comes out of it.
I got my phone the day after Christmas, so now hopefully over Christmas I can get myself an iPhone.
Yeah, I should be able to get one next November.
Nice. I think I'm in the minority. Everybody says Spotify's better, which I just started using this, but
I mean, everybody's gonna have different opinions, but it's just all in what you like.
I guess maybe it's because I'm so used to iTunes on my
Right.
phone.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I've
it's just there.
I've had an Android phone, but I didn't like it.
Google Play is god awful.
Yeah, there's no comparison. Google.
Once
Play
you
is
download
better.
music on there, you can't get it off.
What
Like
do you mean?
I wanted to transfer it.
Oh yeah,
Like I couldn't even burn it to a disc to
Yeah.
transfer it to iTunes or something.
when I had my Android phone, that's when I bought my iPod Touch because I missed my music so much and being able to get good music.
Yeah.
I like iTunes on the phone.
Yeah, it works fine.
Everybody complains iTunes like on Windows computers, the actual iTunes program
Is awful.
garbage.
Yes.
It's not the greatest on the Macs, but it's better. It works better on the Mac.
It works a lot better on the Macs. Trust me.
Yeah, on Windows, it's because it downloads this huge bloated file because Apple is, I don't know why they do it, but they make this, it's a huge installation on the Windows computers
Yeah.
because they like want all of their own software to run it or something. I can't remember how I've read the explanation for it, but it's terrible.
It's long and
Yeah.
drawn out. And
But yeah, it's so on Windows, yes, iTunes on Windows is god awful. But if you have an iPhone or if you have a Mac, it's fine.
yeah, because the iTunes on Windows, there was like an update every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I haven't had an update on my iTunes on my Mac yet since I've had the Mac.
Yeah, it's I'd say I'm a fan of the Apple Music thing.
I'll
I don't
have to check
think
it out. Keep asking me. It's like, do you want a 3 free month trial? And I'm like, no.
I said, fuck it, I'm gonna try it.
You're like, I can live a little.
I've been trying to listen to more stuff,
Yeah.
and it helps to have one. I mean, those things are nice.
I think that's the reason why I don't listen to a lot of new music is because I don't necessarily want to pay for the whole album. Because I like to listen to the whole album
Right.
instead of just one song.
And that's what's nice about this.
Because you can't get the full effect from just one song.
Right. And the other thing I like about this, I guess, is because since I already have so much music of my own in iTunes,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to use two apps.
There you go.
So if I want
Yeah.
to listen to an album that I've purchased on iTunes, I can do that. Or I can switch over and stream music from the service. Or you can download, obviously, you can download the music into your iTunes, and it's all still in your same library.
Right.
So with Spotify, I would have to switch between apps, or
Yeah.
save my music that I liked from iTunes in Spotify. Again,
Just a shit ton of hassle to listen to music.
yeah, it was kind of a hassle for me, but I could see if you're not a fan of iTunes,
Right.
or if you don't have iTunes, if you have like an Android phone, and obviously Spotify is a better choice than Google Play.
That's crazy. If you do have an Android phone, though, you can download Apple Music.
Oh, can you?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because I thought it was iTunes. I was like, what? I can download? No, it's Apple Music.
It's pretty much the same thing, though,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Like-
it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I just kind of hope that they do more of the documentaries and videos.
Yeah, and I like Apple Radio too.
Yeah, that's good. This has some of that, like style stuff, like some of it. Where I don't remember where it was at, but it was like top hits, and it was a radio thing that just starts playing the top hits. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of hope if they do something more like with this 808 thing, and they start doing more documentaries and interviews, then
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
that would be awesome. Because I watching that last night, and I thought it was, I thought it was
I always
awesome.
liked the music documentaries. Like growing up, I used to watch VH1 Behind the Music all the time.
Yeah.
I remember the one I watched the most was the Metallica one. But yeah, because me and my brother used to watch them all the time.
Well, so did you see on Twitter the guy that replied to my poll thing that I put about the Apple Music and Spotify? And he goes, I use Napster.
Wait, Napster's still
Napster-
running?
So Napster has changed forms. Now it's just the name, really. It's nothing to do with the original Napster.
Right.
Whoever owned the Napster name bought out that Rhapsody music service that I thought died. I
yeah.
thought that died like 20 years ago.
Right.
But because that was like the Windows thing, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
Rhapsody music.
Rhapsody.
And so they bought Rhapsody, and he goes, the entire Metallica collection's on Napster now. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Metallica is on Napster? Because if you look back, when Napster was the downloading peer-to-peer service,
Mm-hmm.
Metallica was the first one to file a lawsuit against them.
Right.
to help bring that Napster, the original Napster, down.
Yeah.
And now all of their music is on the current version of Napster on the streaming service.
Wow.
I just kind of thought that was hilarious that the
Yeah, it
Metallica
is.
is on Napster now. Like, even though it's not anything to do with the original Napster,
Yeah.
the fact that Metallica's on Napster now is kind of ironic. that they fought so hard to get Metallica off of Napster.
Right. And now they're on there.
They're on Napster.
It probably got to the point where they're like, God, fuck it. Just put it on there. Let them have it.
They're on iTunes too. They're on Apple Music because
It probably got to the point where there was going to be no way around it.
But that's what I had to talk about today.
My radio station got ruined today.
What's that?
Somebody just had to fucking ruin it.
Nickelback?
Close. Pretty damn close. Somebody called. It was the request hour. Somebody called in. And she was like, "Hi, can I hear some Creed?" And he was like,
my God.
he was like, yeah, I'll see what I can do for you.
He didn't want to play it?
No. And then he played it, and I was like, God. The day they play Nickelback is when they lose my ears. I will not listen to that station anymore.
I just don't understand the phenomenon behind Nickelback.
Because they started playing Smash Mouth, and now you hear Smash Mouth like twice a day.
Nice.
And I'm just like, oh, I want to smash my face.
I feel like there needs to be like some physicists and some scientists getting behind like...
It'd be like, look, don't play this, don't play this.
They should be trying to figure out the phenomenon of Nickelback. Like nobody admits to liking Nickelback, but they're still around.
Oh, but if you go on Facebook, just read the comments.
Like people love them?
People love them on Facebook. Yeah.
Who are these people?
Dumb people.
Do you think Donald Trump will systematically get rid of these people? He better not be a Nickelback fan. I bet he's a Nickelback fan.
He probably is.
He looks like a Nickelback fan.
Yeah. God.
Maybe that's why so many people hate Donald Trump because he's a Nickelback
you know what?
fan.
I think we're not doing something right here. We got the Creed drinking game.
Yeah, we need a Nickelback.
We need a Nickelback drinking game.
Maybe we'll come up with that tonight.
That's what we need to do. That's
that
the
means
ruckus.
we got to listen and watch Nickelback music videos. You realize what that entails, right?
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, we'd have to be really drunk to do that.
I don't have enough whiskey for
No.
that. I only got the half a bottle of SoCo.
No. We about fell for it. We about fucking fell
That's how
for
they
it.
get you.
That's how they get you. You get drunk and you're like, you know what? Nickelback's not bad. The booze wore off. It's awful.
Hey, if somebody else wants to come up with a Nickelback drinking game, by all means, do it.
Yeah, you're a brave soul if you
And
do.
tell us how you do it.
Here's my drinking game. I don't listen. And I just get drunk listening to something else.
Great plan.
That is a good plan.
So did you know you can find us on Facebook?
Yes, you can.
All Around Music.
You can find us on the Twitter, too. All
AM Podcast.
At All AM Podcast.
Yep. You can find us on the Gmails.
Yes, you can.
AAMpodcast@gmail.com.
Email us.
Email us. Tweet us. Facebook
Tell us some stories.
Yeah. I like stories.
Tell us some experiences
Tell us
you've
how
had.
to do the Nickelback. Email us the Nickelback drinking game.
Yeah, do that. I'm pretty sure those are going to be not listening.
It's probably going to be something along the lines of like, you have to like shred, they have to put like a CD of Nickelback in a blender and like puree it into like a pulp and then put it in your drinks like Goldschlager and then drink it.
Dude, no Goldschlager ever.
What? I love Goldschlager.
You know what's on the Murtaugh list? You're too old for this shit.
Goldschlager.
Goldschlager and Jaeger.
Jaeger's been on my list for years now.
Yeah.
Fireball made that list a few years ago.
Yeah, it did. I remember that night.
For some reason, I've had the same experience with Goldschlager, but I'll still drink it.
Ugh.
That's weird, isn't it?
Goldschlager. I'll never forget that night. We're like, let's go get Goldschlager. We drank that fifth like way too fast. Way too fast. Remember that night I beer bonged a Sparks?
Well, you know this tattoo on my leg, the lucky one? Have you seen that? You've probably seen it.
Oh, the one on your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the night that Corey tattooed that on my leg. We had been drinking Goldschlager and beer all night.
See? Nothing good comes from
And
Goldschlager.
at some point, I fell down his stairs of the house he was living in after this was all done. It was a mess. It was a shit show.
I bet it was. Goldschlager usually leads to a
He
shit show.
drilled my leg so hard with the tattoo machine that like it was raised up like a quarter of an inch. Like
You get drunk, man. You don't know your own strength.
I couldn't bend my leg.
You're like, is this right?
It hurt so bad.
Is this right? Like, I can't bend it. Like, and this is just 10 minutes after you tattooed me.
Oh no, 10 minutes after I was passed out.
Just tattoo it while I'm sleeping.
But yeah, it was I mean, it's not the greatest tattoo in the world, but it was fun.
I forgot you had that.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked out our secondary B-side, you want to say, show we did last week
B-side?
about, it's called All Around Weird, episode 1,
Mm-hmm.
about the Men in Black and the giant ancient tree stumps.
Yes.
And, you know, we sprinkle a little time travel and interdimensional.
It got a little crazy.
I was a little drunk.
I was a little drunk too. That's why it got crazy.
Yeah, if you want to check that out, you can check that out. And if you're a band getting ready for the studio, check out last week's episode 26.
Yes.
We get you talk about getting you prepared for
That'll
the
help
studio.
you out tremendously.
So if you haven't listened to that, go back, listen to it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Email us, tweet us, find us on iTunes,
Google Play.
even though we just shit talked Google Play.
Yeah.
But good for podcasts.
Yeah. People still listen to it on there.
Just don't get your music on there.
Yeah, you'll never get it off there.
Yeah, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, all that good stuff. So thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks.